Peace fam, absolute salute, Enter the boss, aka Enter the God, man. I'm just tapping in real quick. I wanted to make this video because I just had a really awkward conversation with some young female neighbors of mine, right? And so what happened was I'm outside talking to my little neighbors, right? And they're like 20 years old. And what happens is they wear those little crazy ass eyelashes and stuff and all the crazy hair and do the little crazy stuff with the lips and all that shit. So anyway, we were talking this, but they were saying some shit, and I noticed I'm letting them know, like, real dudes, men don't really like them eyelashes. You feel me? Because we can't see your face, we can't see your eye. The eyes are the window to the soul. Hello. So they went on, they proceeded to be like, oh, well, don't tell me nothing about my lashes. I'm going to wear my lashes. And I'm like, that's crazy. A man that probably look better than the dudes that you usually rocking with. I've seen a few. Um, Telling you that shit look bad, and you want to automatically argue back with the brother, right? Remember that. So that's one thing. So then they went on, the conversation goes on. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? I rolled up and shit. So then they go and the conversation goes further into the fashion shit. So I make a point, an observation. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, honestly, the way that the world is dressing right now, that's not the way that heterosexual men and women really care to see each other. That look like more like the image of how, the rainbow community want to see people dress, because regular men, we don't like the stuff that y'all wearing these days. And regular men, we don't like the stuff that the men wearing these days either. The little pants, the dudes is wearing makeup. The dudes is trying to be cuter than the women these days. It's weird. Anyway, so I'm telling the sisters, I'm like, hey, you know what's crazy? The rainbow community, especially the dudes, the black dudes anyway, kind of took over the fashion world from y'all. Like, not kind of, like in a major way in Atlanta for sure. So she like, the little girl's like, no, it didn't. They can't tell us nothing. We women, they ain't did nothing. They don't run nothing. I'm like, look, you might want to watch some of them fucking competitions and shit. You feel me? Because when I was down doing time, all we had was regular TV. You feel me? Man, America's Next Top Model, it was nothing. Man, them dudes was the judges. I repeat, them big old gate, man, them dudes was the judges. Them dudes was the makeup artists. They was literally creating them women, man. Anyhow, the point that is out, the part that blows my mind is not that they was going back and forth a little bit, but they was going back and forth a lot. Then they started to turn a little aggressive and was even, little tones changing, like, I don't know what you talking about. I ain't never. And I'm like, listen, check this. They like, so then once I start out talking to them as far as the knowledge type shit, I'm like, listen, you're doing too much and you're hella wrong. Well, things come with experience. You got to let a person. And I'm like, you got to stop talking now because you tripping. How do you gain experience, right? How do you gain experience? If somebody tell you something that you never heard, and instead of you taking it, going out into the world and seeing if it's true, experiencing it, right? You stand there and argue and say, no, it ain't, blah, 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 blah. You'll never get the experience if you don't shut the hell up and take your ass out into the world and see if that shit is true or not. You gotta experience it. Man, listen, that right there is the downside of the fathers not being there. I repeat, that's the downside of the fathers not being there. These young women do not know what a man, an intelligent man, looks like, sounds like, walks like, or talks like at all. All they know is the image of the black man that they toxic mothers put into their mind, talking about brothers ain't shit, brothers ain't this, brothers ain't that, ninja this, ninja that, hiya, chop, chop, section 8, baby daddy out, another baby daddy in, give him something to get the car fixed, give him something to get the fucking sink fixed, give him something to get a little fucking real meat. The real steaks, because they get tired of them pork chops off that fucking welfare bullshit and all the provisions that come with that. You feel me? Yeah, don't forget that shit. Zaddy be having y'all ass on a leash too. You feel me? But they forget that they never have the true masculine energy around the house, the real problem solving, the dads that sit around and read books to their little daughters, their little girls, and call them their little princesses and shit. You feel me? They ain't had that daddy around because even if their father was trying to be a good dude, they probably never seen the good side of him because their mama was always stressing the brother out. And the nigga could never holler, you feel me? Could never talk to him the way he supposed to talk to him because the mom's keeping him away and fueling their head with how brothers ain't shit. You feel me? So, with that being said, brothers, beware, because let's keep it real. As an older brother, I don't really have no problem talking to my young kings, you feel me? Man, you pull up on some young niggas and you talking the right way and you pulling up fly and you smooth and you blowing and shit, them little niggas gonna listen. Them little young brothers are gonna sit there and listen. They gonna soak that shit up and they gonna try to apply the knowledge because they understand trying to build a better world because they understand that they don't like the way that the world is and the way the system's structured against them. Try to do that shit to some women. Watch what happened. No, he didn't. No, that ain't true. Bah, 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 bah. Our sisters have been so fucking whitewashed that they don't even fucking know it. They know it in some ways, but man, it's bad. So please like and subscribe, comment below, share this video. There's some real shit. All my real brothers, man, look, man, tap into my page. Let's get this conversation going, man, and let's save our fucking community because we got to reach back and get our daughters and our little sisters and our little nieces and our little cousins and shit because man, the mamas fucked it up. Hey, listen, they really messed it up with all that tripping with niggas, you feel me? Even think about how the shit go in court when it come to custody issues. A nigga just be fighting for co-custody. A woman be trying to take the child completely like that's not even his kid. Like, you tripping. You feel me? Peace, fam. Absolute salute. We got a state of emergency.